Now, let's stay right there and flip the coin over. So for over a year, Jesus has been working so hard. I'm preaching this your season. So on the one hand, as we look at Jesus as the Jesus of history, as a man working for God, we look at it from the standpoint of knowing that it's your season to become busy enough to not fool in the drama of other people. Get your life right. The Williams brothers used to sing a song that said, take 6 months to mind your business and take the other 6 and do what? Leave mine alone. Now, let's flip the coin over. So for over a year and a half, Jesus has had his head down, preaching hard in synagogues, in the street, in the mountains, by the water. He's been healing. He's been delivering people nonstop, day in and day out, week in and week out. And he finally looks up and realizes the people who are following me are some messy people. We're flipping it over now. Because now we look at him as the Christ of God, as God himself, because now the text shows us a God who becomes aware of your mess. Tell your neighbor, it's your season. Now, this is what you didn't catch when you just said that. You've been getting away with mess for a while. Now it's your season for God to deal with you about your mess. You've been getting away with some stuff. I wish I had somebody. See how quiet y'all got now? Because now you wonder, who told Pastor? You've been getting away with stuff for a long time. But now God says, I'm tuned in, I'm focused on you for the mess in your life. Because see, here is the problem. The problem is the discrepancy of you following me but don't look like me. You've been telling folk that you know me, but you really don't know me at all. You've been singing about my goodness, but you don't even live like I'm good.
Help us, Lord.
Come on and talk to me. See, when it's your season for God to deal with the reality, because you can't just hide out with Jesus. See, we'll come to church and we will blend in and we'll sit beside some folks that look like they got it together. And we don't even know they worse than we are, but they look like. And truth is, we blend in. Now, but what's the problem? Look at the text. The text says, verse 36, they fainted. Now that doesn't mean that they were tired and they were about ready to pass out. That's not what it means. In the Greek, fainted means they relaxed. They got loose. See how you coming around now? In other words, they got so comfortable with Jesus that they felt loose enough to do what they wanted to do. Why? Because Jesus ain't paying me no mind.
All right.
Tell your neighbor, it's your season. So Jesus now turns on them because the problem is they got relaxed in faith. But it doesn't just mean loose. It also has the mind or the concept of destruction. So So they were actually purposefully, willfully walking with Jesus, but looking like the world. Now I'm talking to all you folk that say these words. You ready? I'm only human. Okay, that didn't get all of you. Try this one. Try this one. God knows my heart. You ever said that? Tell your neighbor, stop lying. They got loose and decided that it was okay to do what they wanted while walking with Jesus. But the good news is text says that Jesus had compassion on them. Now compassion, that word compassion, it means, I'm through, it means intestines or bowels. Literally means that his bowels turned. If you're not careful, you would think that he was getting sick. And so maybe the people were making Jesus sick. But really, it wasn't that they were making him sick. It was the fact, because compassion also doesn't just mean intestines, but it means to rejoice. So Jesus was rejoicing in his belly at the people who were living a messy life. Now the rejoice deals with the fact because they were expressing the fact that they needed him. See, for all you perfect folk that don't do anything wrong, I don't even know why you keep coming to my church. I don't even know why you keep listening to me. All you folk that don't get happy and always talking about folk, and it don't take all of that, and you act like you've never been out in the street, and you never inhaled, and you never drank, and you never tricked. I wish I had, you never paid for some. I wish I had some real folk in here. Hit your neighbor and tell them, been there, done that. Oh, you don't realize it, but you paid. The reality is, they demonstrated, we need you. Now let me just stay here for 1 second and just tell somebody, when people around you are wrong, it's not always that they're evil as much as it is they're demonstrating that there's still room for God to work on them. But if you got it all together, then leave me the hell alone, because I'm just trying to get some help from my problem. Tell your neighbor the pastor is back. See, some of y'all, we still got some folk in here. See, the reason I preach like this is because I'm trying to run all you perfect folk out of here. Because see, perfect folk mess up the program, because God can't bless the house when you got somebody looking down their nose at you. I wish I had somebody. Don't forget, Jesus cleared the house in Jairus' house so he could raise his daughter up. Is there anybody in here that know when I got a problem, I don't need you looking down your nose at me. What I want to know is, God, can you help me? You know what? Come on, stay. I'm through. I ain't even going to finish. I'm just going to stop right there. Come on. Just hit somebody, hit 3 people and tell them God ain't through with me yet. Oh, tell them God ain't through with me yet. Listen, what we have to learn to do, this is what we had to learn to do. We got to learn that to walk with God means you can't keep playing games.